Good morning, YouTube, fellow bus drivers, and enthusiasts. I guess I'm gonna give y'all a little trick of the trade to help drivers that are new behind the wheel to learn their routes until they get it down. Um, right here, you can see this is one of our turn-by-turn directions for one of our routes that I've covered like maybe about a week ago. I'm going to walk you through how to insert this onto Google Maps. All right, so first we're going to start with we have our stops. So we have all our stops here. Now we just need to load those stops into Google into Google Maps, and once we load the first one into Google Maps, it's going to actually show you just how to do it for all the following ones. So the first one we're going to put in Orlando Run and Expedition Way. So we'll go over here to the map and we're going to put in Orlando. Kind of hard to hold and tight. Done. Go. Run. Okay, so Orlando Run. And this is how you do if you have, like in this case here, you have a street corner. So Orlando Run and Expedition Way. So then what you're going to do so that you stop at a street corner instead of just on a random spot on Orlando Run, you're going to put an Expedition Way. And see, it already will start to populate it once you start to write it. It'll put the street corner in there. So now we're going to put that street corner in. Now what's going to be different from any other time that you've done Google Maps, the thing that's going to be different now is right here. We're going to, instead of starting to the first stop, you're going to go right here to directions. Once you go to directions, and it's going to show you on the map how to get there, you're going to then go up to the corner right here to those three dots. You're going to press those three dots, and then it's going to populate on the bottom. So here's your route options. And then down at the bottom where your route options are, it's going to say at a stop, set a depart or arrive time, share about these results, and cancel. So we're going to go to add a stop. Then we're going to add in our next stop. So then from there, we're going to add in Katy Post, Katy Run. So Katy Post, Katy Post. Sorry about that. It is interesting holding the phone and working my tablet. Katy Post and KT Run. Okay. Then we're going to press go. And then it's going to give me Katy Post and Katy Run. Then your next stop, Katy Run and Katy Way. So Katy Run, and KT Way. And you see how it already populated it? Now I'll press that one. There you go, Katy Way. Now one thing I see already is like with Katy Post, it didn't give it to me the way it's supposed to, right? So what I'm probably going to have to do is tap on that one, go back in, and edit it. So instead of Katy Post, because this happens sometimes on your routes, the routers are looking at it on the routing software, And they may not know that when they put the street corner, they're actually putting the street corner backwards. So let's try, instead of Katie Post, let's try Katie Run and Katie Post and see what we get. Katie Post. Okay. So you see how it didn't give me anything? That means that really isn't a street corner. So most likely it's just Katie Post. So let's go to the next one. And the next one is, because this is a new neighborhood actually, in San Antonio. So let's go to Katie Way. So we'll put in Katie Way. Way and up to these and KT Star, because that's my last one. So we'll go to Katie Star. Then once you go to Katie Star, you can keep on going depending on how many stops you have. All the way up to 17 stops you can do through Google Maps as of right now. We can do like 17. Another thing you can do, let's show you. If we slide back up, you can start the route via your location where you are at that moment, or you can start it from a location that you're going to be leaving from. So let's say right now you may be on a different street, you may be on a different side of town, but you're going to do that route later. Wherever you plan to be when you start this route, you can actually put that in to actually be the starting point. So that makes it really convenient also. Another big thing with this also you can do is, let's say you're putting them in but you put them out of order. You can easily just slide here and move that stop into another spot. The other big thing that I would tell you to do is once you've pressed done and it populates that route, and you can see on this side here that it's populated all the stops in. So if you look over here where the neighborhood is, you can see all those stops are being put in. You can see on the map even that the neighborhood doesn't even exist on the map just yet, but it's actually been built. It's pretty much almost done. It's got I believe 3 more houses left to finish, and it's done. So now that you have that populated inside of there, I suggest this to everyone, that you do, before you press start, that you actually share the directions, share those directions with yourself, message them to yourself or email them, because if something goes wrong during the route, you can at least pull over to a safe spot, secure the bus, and actually pull back up the original route. Versus if it happens during the route, because it happens sometimes Google will glitch, and if it glitches out and you didn't share it to yourself to have a backup, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be stuck having to pull that paper route back out and do the route by the paper route, because there's no way you're going to be able, now that the route's underway, there's no way you're going to have the time to be able to put this in and try to manage kids that are sitting behind you. So it's very important that you make sure that you go here once you press done and you share those directions with yourself via email or message. That way you have that as a backup. That's what I do for most of the routes that they ask me to cover. That way, if that route comes back around again, I don't have to put those routes, all those stops back in. I already have them loaded. So this is a quick tutorial on how to walk you through setting up your device to run a route through Google Maps. This way helps you. Now the thing that you'll like also, this route will run, once you start the route, This route will run you to the very first stop. Once you arrive at the very first stop, the route is going to tell you that you have arrived, and then it's going to have a continue button that shows up down here at the bottom. And then all you're going to have to do while the bus is still secure, because you just unloaded children, the bus is still secured. While it's still secured and you're safe, go ahead, press that continue button so that you can go ahead and move on to your next stop. Then after that, it's going to show, once you get to your next stop, it's going to show up again. All you have to do is keep pressing continue. Let's say you're in the middle of a route. Let's start it. We'll go ahead and get this route started. Okay, so let's say you're in the middle of a route, and before the route gets started, the kids tell a few of the kids on the route actually tell you, hey sir, a lot of those stops that she makes, that's on the route on that paper, she doesn't have to do, or he doesn't have to do. So because those aren't like active routes, what you can now do is, since the route isn't active, now what you can go do is you can go here, press down at the bottom, and then you can go in and you can actually remove a stop. So let's say there's no students, the one that was giving us all that trouble. Okay, let's say there's no students at Katy Post. Now I can come over here to Katy Post and I can press remove. And now Katy Post is removed, and if I go back to remove a stop, you do not see Katy Post. So you can actually go in live while you're in the middle of the route. If you find out once you've started that route and you find out that one of the stops is not needed, you can actually take it off. Now the good part is, once you take it off, is like now you know, like it's gonna reroute that stop away. So instead of you still going near Katy Post or going in that area, it'll just take you directly to the next street that was on the list. So it's really awesome system. This has been a lifesaver for me, and it really has helped me to help my school district with a lot of the shortages that we're having right now. I'm not sure about everybody else around the country, but I know here in San Antonio, we're at a deficit. So some of us are running two to three other routes on top of our own, just to help out and make sure these babies get to their homes. So now I just wanted to put this out, so now you can actually have a tool that'll help you to learn your route, or if they got you helping out with other routes, now you actually have a way that you could be efficient and get it done at a timely manner and not be stuck looking at one of these at a turn by turn. Because sometimes this could be correct. There's a lot of times that it won't, or the turns will just, they'll make sense on paper, but as in a school bus, they like on actual road with a school bus, they don't work out. So now we have a tool, thanks to Google, that's going to help you to get through your day and help you to help your district. So y'all have a good one. All right, stay blessed. Goodbye.